Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Babylon 5 Series 2 Episode 4. This is called A Distant Star, I think. I hope you're all doing really well. If you are new here, my name is Marie-Clare. Thank you for joining me. Okie dokie. Now, right, I don't really feel like there's too much to say. I'm excited to get into it. Ivanova is now a commander. I'm enjoying Sheridan. I'm looking forward to seeing Garibaldi back in the flow of things a bit more, back doing what he's good at doing. A distant star. I don't know. I feel like going forward, I feel like we are constantly going to have references to this like darkness thing that's going on. And obviously I'm excited to hear more about that. We haven't had Jakar in a bit, so whether we'll have him. Londo, you know my opinions on Londo. I absolutely do not trust that man. Yeah, I think that's it. There's not really a lot more to say, is there? As always, it is flipping boiling, so I do have a hand fan. If it goes on, I apologise for the noise. But you know, you gotta stay cool. And full length is over on Patreon, as always. Let's go.
Repair crews report they'll be finished by 1500 hours.
Good. I want to send a message to Babylon 5. Attention of Captain John Sheridan.
Oh, good, Captain. I was about to call you. We just received a message for you. It's from Captain Maynard of the Cortez. It's rather rude, sir.
Rude?
Unless all your friends call you Swamp Rat.
Massive. God, it's absolutely massive.
Impressive.
Take a good look, people. If you're supremely lucky, you may see 2 ships like her in your lifetime.
Captain, I believe your friend Stinky has arrived.
Great to see you, Jack.
Yeah, you too, John.
Last I heard, you were heading for the rim.
Same uniforms.
2 years mapping most of Sector 900. You probably get the updated star charts in about a month. I saw you on the news when they announced your posting here.
Don't tell me you get ISN all the way out on the rim now.
Oh,
There's a lot of new people in this episode.
We got called back in to do a repair on one of the Euphrates gates. But we had to do a resupply anyway, so when I heard the news, I thought we ought to stop in. John, she's Mimbari?
Uh-huh.
She doesn't look like one. I mean, she does, but she doesn't. I mean, what's the deal?
Still trying to figure that out. There's the story she told us, but then the Mimbari never tell you the whole truth.
I know what you mean.
On your counter. What is it? It's kind of an Italian fondue. So you start off with a pint of olive oil, extra virgin. Yeah. Then you melt about a quarter pound of butter into it. Man. Then you take garlic, lots of garlic and anchovies. Anchovies? Forget it. Well, those are the things I want you to try to avoid. But I like all this stuff, especially... Oh, come on, now. Doc. Here.
All the vegetables are left.
What you can eat, see? All kinds of things. You're serious about this, aren't you?
Well, I'm not only serious about you phoning the plan, but this gives me the perfect excuse to call all ranking station personnel for an atherogenic factor profile. People don't eat right. Skip meals.
So where are you headed next, Captain? Back out to the rim. The new rim. Now that we finished mapping Sector 900, we're hoping to build 2 new jump gates by the end of the year, and then have Earth follow up with survey ships. But there's something out there. I think it's stranger than any one of us can imagine.
Why can't anything live out in hyperspace?
It was big. I turned to Pat to ask him if he could see it. And when I looked back, it had vanished.
You're the second person in a month to tell me that there's something strange going on out on the rim.
Something big is coming. And I don't know why I'm smiling whilst I'm saying that.
Captain Maynard, to the Cortez, please.
That'll be my exec, pestering you with paperwork.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Now listen, Swamp Rat. You hold this place together, you hear me? I'd like to come back to it.
just feel like this. I just feel like we're building up. Again, he was talking about the rim, so are we going to see them out in the rim? You know, it just feels like we're building for something.
I thought this sort of thing was supposed to be your area of concern, Commander.
Yes, sir. Ordinarily it would be. Takati ambassador objects to having the new consulate moved from Pakmaran wanted next to him. He claims they smell bad. Which, of course, they do. And that he's downwind of them.
And they're 2 corridors over. Have them swap quarters, and you tell the ambassador that's as upwind as it gets on Babylon 5, huh?
Done and done.
Is there something else, Commander?
Let me speak frankly. Ever since the Cortez arrived, you just haven't been yourself.
I command starships, Susan, not cities in space. These problems, the petty complaints, the endless bickering, the constant negotiations. Jack Maynard said this isn't what I was trained for, and he's right. I mean, I am constantly sandbagged, swamped, drowned, and snowed under by nothing but trivia.
Jealousy? That he's not out there?
Maynard is right. I've been beached.
Hardly. Running B5 takes just as much energy, intelligence, and patience as it does to command a starship.
There is a difference. They have turned me into a bureaucrat, a politician.
You're here because the president thought you could handle it. As your executive officer, I have the right to know. Is he wrong?
I don't know. Maybe he was. It's just taking this long to sink in.
Emergency power. All the stations report. We're gonna get Dr. Runner up here on a double and check for more casualties. Pat.
Sheridan.
Sir, we're getting a message from the Cortez. It's a mayday.
Put it on the speaker.
Instruments. No lock-on signal. We're stranded in hyperspace. Lost. Please respond.
And I assume in hyperspace there's just nothing
Please
else.
respond. Mayday.
All we know from the Cortez's mayday is that something has brought her down in hyperspace. As the commander has reminded me, no one has ever recovered a ship from hyperspace. But I'm determined to try.
How far out is she?
Unknown. We can't pick up a trace of her lock-on signal.
Drop sequence.
Oh my god, I'd be terrified.
Zeta Squadron, standing by.
An old friend of mine once quoted me a ancient Egyptian blessing. God be between you and harm, and all the empty places where you must walk. Bring the Cortez home.
That, honestly, the vastness of space terrifies me.
Captain, getting a signal from Babylon 5. It's very faint, sir.
What's happening? It's gotten scratchy again, sir. I can't even hear the pilots now.
All right, carry on. Why don't you take a break?
Why don't you, sir?
Why don't you, sir, with respect?
Can't.
Mayday. This is the Cortez.
Commander, I've got the signal. And lock it on.
Go. I'll hold here.
Yes, sir.
I do believe that's our sheepdog.
This is going too smoothly at the moment, for my liking.
Communication disrupted. Engaging lateral thrusters. Negative function. Where is he? Where's the fighter?
Increasing range and scanning. Scanning. Got him.
What the hell's he doing? What's he shooting at?
I don't know. He keeps firing in the same direction, but there's nothing out there. The way home, he's firing in the direction he wants us to go. Can you calculate that?
That guy Warren, is it Warren? He's just been introduced. So I know he's not going to die.
Cortez, this is Babylon Control. Where are the other two fighters?
I'm sorry, Johnny. They didn't make it.
It's for my birthday. Honest. Check the date.
All right, it's your birthday. So what?
So, my father always made bunion powder for me on my birthday. Pop was a great cook, and bunion was his specialty.
Well,
I said guilt trip him.
Why don't you make enough for two?
I wish I had your faith in the universe. I just don't see it sometimes.
Then I will tell you a great secret, Captain. Perhaps the greatest of all time. The molecules of your body are the same molecules that make up this station and the nebula outside.
She's full of wise words, Dylan. Oh.
Computer. Analyze flight path of unknown object. Correlate to last sighting.
Stand by.
Oh, good.
West Commissioner Doc.
Permission granted. Welcome home.
So, Lieutenant, do you have any idea at all what caused the disruption that nearly wrecked you?
And saved me. When I saw it again just for a second, I figured it must be riding its own lock-on, even though the direction was nothing like I've ever seen before. When it came through the first time, it was on a right angle to the gate's position. Once I figured that out, I just struck out in what seemed like the right direction. This feeling that something's out there, you just never forget it. I want to know what it is.
I'm sure we'll find out one of these days. At the moment, that investigation isn't our first order of business. There is one other. Lieutenant, I know this isn't a very good time for this, but Zeta Squadron needs a new commander. I've decided to give it to you.
Congratulations.
That's good. That is very good. You think that's good? Well, dessert.
Well, now, wait a minute. I didn't authorize dessert.
No, then you can't have any.
What is it?
Doesn't matter. We're not getting any.
No. Let's not be hasty here.
No. Too late.
Wow. That was a really good episode. That bit when we were in hyperspace, I absolutely loved. I loved the black and the red together. I liked that we saw a glimpse of that. I call it the spider ship. That darkness, the shadows, whatever that is. I liked that we had a glimpse of it. So I'm just going to need clarification on the difference between hyperspace and the rim, because they were talking about the darkness being out in the rim, and almost like I feel like it's been spoken about as in they kind of like own that bit of space, and anyone that comes into that they're kind of just killing. So is hyperspace the same as the rim? Like, is it just that outer bit of the universe? If you're able to clarify that, then please do. If not, obviously don't worry. But interesting that Warren has seen it now, and I just feel like more and more people are starting to get an idea of what this thing is, but I don't know how we're ever going to combat that spider ship, because number one, I think there's more than one. Number two, we don't actually know their full capabilities, so how on earth are we meant to try and defeat something like that? But it was really cool, and I always talk about this. I liked that it went dark. I liked that we kind of were getting a feel that there's bigger stuff going on. Obviously we lost a fighter, which again, I just think is important in storytelling. I knew Warren wasn't going to die because he's just been introduced as like one of the main cast, but I thought maybe he was going to be captured or something like that. I really liked the scene when the three of them had their dinners in front of them and they were like swapping. That felt, for me, the first time that I've looked at them and thought, okay, we've got the Three Musketeers back, you know, since Sinclair went. So that was really lovely. I liked the bit at the end with Stephen and kind of seeing that side of him, because I really like Stephen as a character. And when we get to see him outside of Doctor mode, I think is really, really lovely. I thought it was a really good episode. Really good episode. And like I said, we're just building. Like the building in each episode is just so strong. Delenn coming out with wise words as per usual. Again, this idea that the Minbari are now kind of saying, are you even one of us? Again, I just think that's going to come into play at some point. That was a very, very strong episode in my opinion. Especially like the second half. The second half was really, really solid. So you'll have to let me know your thoughts. If you're able to answer any of my questions, I'm always very, very, very grateful. And I will see you very soon for episode 5.